Hey guys, today we're gonna make some coleslaw, so I thought I'd bring you along with me. I'm gonna get a cabbage from my garden and some carrots, and then we'll clean them up inside and shred them and make some delicious homemade coleslaw. So let's get our cabbage first. I decided I'm gonna get this one right here. It's got a nice tight head, and then we'll use the leaves, the outer leaves, for something else. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this one. I have my little tool. So I'm just gonna go to the base right there, and I'm just gonna cut it at the bottom. I'm gonna take the whole cabbage. And there she is. It's supposed to rain later today, so I wanted to go ahead and get this now so I'm able to get it. I'm just gonna take these outer leaves off here, and I'm gonna throw those to my chickens because they don't look too good there. But I'll keep all the nice ones. Just like that, and my chickens will have a nice little snack. All right, I'm gonna put this in my box, and then we'll go get my carrots. The rabbit's eaten quite a few of these tops here, so I'm just gonna come through and get the ones that don't really have any leaves, because they're not gonna make it with no leaves there. Some of these are pretty little. But I also have some nice sized ones too. Let's see if I can get a few from this clump here. This has got some nice ones. I'll go ahead and put this little one back in there. That's probably good for my coleslaw. So I'll add it to my pile and bring these inside and get them all cleaned up. Okay, I'm ready to make the coleslaw now. So what I'm gonna do first is make the dressing that goes with it. I'm gonna use some mayonnaise. I do plan on trying to make my own mayonnaise, but I already had this on hand, so I figured I'd go ahead and use up first what I have. So I'm gonna use some mayonnaise and some sour cream, about half and half. I don't like to use full mayonnaise. I feel like that's a bit too rich, but I love it sour cream, the Daisy. And I'm gonna do a little bit of spicy brown mustard. And these are sweet and sour pickled onions I made last year. They're red onions and kind of like a bread and butter type thing, but with onions, so they're really good. So I figured that would be a good little kick to this. And I got my food processor out here. I'm gonna go ahead and shred up my cabbage and carrots that I picked this morning and get it going. So first I'm gonna make the sauce, and then I'm gonna make the cabbage, okay? So I'm just gonna kind of eyeball this, and then we'll adjust as needed once we put the cabbage and stuff in here. So I'm gonna do about, that's probably about a third of a cup, quarter of a cup to a third. And the same amount of sour cream. Okay. And I'm going to do probably a tablespoon of this. I'm not going to do as much of this as I normally would, since this has quite a bit of vinegar in it. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and get to my onions in here, and I'm going to get some of this juice too, because this recipe usually you call for some apple cider vinegar. So I'm probably going to put about a quarter of a cup of that in there. Put some salt. And I think that's a pretty good sauce right there. I might need to thin it out just a little bit. Maybe I'll probably thin it out maybe with some almond milk. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and get the veggies shredded. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the carrots. And I'm going to do that about up to here. So I really don't know how many that's going to be. We'll just see how many I get. All right, I think that's sufficient. All right, I got my cabbage all chopped up. Now I'm just going to go ahead and put it in my shredder all the way until I fill it up. that is pretty good. Perfect. There was a teeny bit more room, but that's all right. That is sufficient. Look at that. That was such a beautiful head of cabbage. I had really good luck this year. All right, so I'm just gonna mix all this together. When I was little, my grandma used to put pineapple in her coleslaw, and I still really, really love that. So I might have to end up adding that. We'll see what this tastes like once I mix it all together. And of course, you want to make this ahead of time so you can let it sit in your refrigerator, and it kind of the dressing kind of marinates into the coleslaw and the carrots. So I made this up a couple hours ahead of time before dinner so it can sit in the fridge. But I think that was the perfect amount of dressing. All right, let's give it a little taste. That's actually pretty good. I'm gonna leave it as is this time, but next time I'm definitely gonna add pineapple. All right, guys, so I did decide to add the pineapple, and I just can't do it. My grandma made the best pineapple coleslaw, and it just reminds me so much of her. So I added in about half a can of pineapple tidbits and a little bit of the juice. And tonight we're having it with some fresh caught white tile fish and some cheese grits. And there's the coleslaw. So I'm gonna finish serving up our meals and make us a lunch for my husband for tomorrow and get to eating. Hope you guys try this coleslaw recipe.